what sport do you enjoy? Because you said you teach like so many, baseball, basketball. Like, what's your favorite personal to teach?
I love being a football coach. And when I do football, I like to coach anything 12 and under because at that age they're all still learning and they're for the most part are willing to listen. Most of the kids with football, baseball, basketball, by the time they get, kind of middle school and beyond, they've already been playing 4 or 5 years and they think they know it all. You get the young kids in there who are still learning, and they'll actually work for you and listen to you and do the things that you tell them to do, and that's very rewarding too. I did that pretty much full time for about 5 years. I would just kind of go seasonal with the programs locally while maintaining the Big Brother stuff. And the football was always my favorite, coaching the little kids because you can actually teach them fundamentals. You can teach them how to play safe and protect themselves so they don't get hurt. Um, the parents are more into it when they're small kids, and the funnest season that I ever had was the last season that I coached football. Actually, they had a bunch of kids show up and sign up and register. They had a draft. They already had their teams, their coaches, and all that stuff. I was involved in something else. They all ended up with like 15 kids that no one drafted. It was almost like a bad news bears type
Yeah.
real life. Um, I had obese kids, I had two special needs kids, and then I had a handful of kids that just for whatever reason none of the other coaches wanted to pick.
Hmm.
They put all on an extra team that wasn't supposed to be in the league, and nobody wanted to coach them. And I said, I'll do it. And I said, let me have my son because I had one kid who was still aged in at the time, and he had actually aged up to the next group, but it was only by like a month. I said, if you'll allow my kid to play with us, so I don't have scheduling conflicts, I'll coach the team. Absolutely zero expectations of the season at all. Um, no one expected us to win a single game, and that was the proudest I'd ever been of a group of kids. We actually went 8-2 that year,
Hmm.
and he lost the championship on the last play of the game to the team that went undefeated the whole season. So
Unbelievable.
yeah, they far exceeded expectations, and they were just so disappointed and let down when they didn't win. It actually made me have a tear in my eye at the end of it. My wife was like, "Nope, you can't do that here." And I was so I just kind of and kind of took a little walk and went back and consoled the kids and talked to them as I wanted them to be able to win it so much for themselves.
Uh, has that been something that you wanted to go back to, coaching youth sports?
I've strongly been thinking about it here lately. So my wife and I, not to veer off pace too much, but my wife and I, we've been married 21 years. We actually have 5 kids together, and we have a 9-year old now whose name is Jackson. He's actually our adopted son. We adopted him. He was a shaken baby syndrome survivor.
Hmm.
When he was 3 weeks old, his father shook him and slung him across a room, and he was on life support for 3 weeks. They didn't think he was going to make it. They said that if he did live, he would always be like special needs and not have a high quality of life. He's 9 now, man. I'm sure you can see pictures of him all over my Facebook page. If you didn't know the kid's story, you'd never have any clue that anything happened to him. He's a tad behind kids his age, but he's had that catastrophic brain injury, so he's not able to participate and play in the sports where he could possibly get hit in the head again. But so that's the only reason that I stopped coaching because all my other kids had kind of aged out, and then that pulled me away from other things time restraints wise that my kids are involved with. And I'm just kind of been at the point in my life now to where like like my children and my family has like been my main responsibility and core focus. And but I have been trying to figure out a way to get that work back in to be able to make that work.
Yeah. And